10 on a Saturday morning. Good.
Oh yes, it smells lovely.
So what are we doing today in Oxford?
Window shopping, maybe, perhaps. And
Maybe a bit of Christmas shopping, yeah.
And some filming locations, maybe for some blockbuster movies. Have a look at.
And check out the museums.
And museums, always do museums.
See the sights.
See the sights.
You could have your very own Niffler. That's so cute. I just think of him in the Lego game, Lee. Him in the Lego game going in the locks.
What, sir?
Where he goes in the locks.
Yeah.
Dobby! That doesn't look pleasant, does it? That's going to rain. Sky looks heavy. Let's go check out some science. Albert Einstein was internationally celebrated for both his special and general theories of relativity when he was invited to Oxford in 1931. He gave a series of 3 lectures on relativity. The blackboard was preserved from the second lecture on the 16th of May 1931. So that's an actual Einstein blackboard. What do you think? Will it fit in our house? Get your Hot Wheels on it? Good way to display them. It's probably bigger than our house. We could live in there. The thoracic duct has been dried and varnished. Ooh. Is it a celestial globe? The Hercules constellation. Never knew a puffer fish could get that big. Oh, grandfather clock's up there. My mum would love these old clocks. An Einstein duck. It rained. We got soggy. We want to go down there. Both very, very wet. Are you dripping?
I'm dripping.
We're dripping. It's gone really dark. Nice tree. It's giving me shelter from the rain. We're soggy.
It's soggy, very wet.
It's soggy, but we're going to stick with it. Look, rainbows. Rainbows. Oh, it's a good puddle. We get wet feet now. Oh, it's so wet. It's a nice old house. Oh, look, the tiny door. It's for when people were teeny tiny people. Right, next one up, and then we're there. Right. Oh, museum.
Film set.
Film set.
Museum.
Museum.
Museum film set.
Museum film set, yeah. Oh, Pitt Rivers and Natural History, isn't it?
Yeah.
Remember it?
Dinosaur footprints have gone.
Dinosaur footprints have sunk into the ground. Ew. We're soggy, but we got here. Look at that roof. I got soggy toes. My toes are actually soggy. Is that a giant bacteria they've got up there?
It is. Beneath that.
Oh wow. That's cool. A gliding lizard. That's cool.
It says gliding lizard.
It does say gliding lizard, you're absolutely right. And then it's got
Dracophalanx. Or Dracophalanx.
Is that right?
Yeah.
With your perfect
My braille reading is second to none.
what is it? It's not Greek, what is it? It's Latin. I like that. So then blind people can sort of feel the shape of it as well. That is very clever. Wow. I like him.
Yeah, you were doing a thing in London, and I said to them, they watched it, everyone watched it,
Oh.
and they chose to come here.
So you've been with them, but I haven't
Yeah.
been since it's been redone. It doesn't like looking at a Dictodon. I don't know what that is, but that's cool. So you play Guess the Animal. Guess the animal from their bones. What's that one then, Lee? Without looking at the thing, that one there. Are you not playing Guess the Animal with me?
It's the animal.
That one, but don't look at the sign. What's that one?
I don't know. Pig,
No, I've got no idea what that is either. Oh, a tapir. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, the horns give that one away.
Yeah.
A bull. The long neck gives that one away. And that's got to be some sort of deer, a stag. A reindeer? Oh. Yeah, reindeer. And that one, I don't know what that is. Oh, do you know, I was going to say rhino, but then I wondered if it should have had the tusk attached still.
Maybe the coaches have it.
Yeah,
It's
maybe.
broken and stuff.
What's that though, with that fin on the back?
A shark?
No, it's not a shark. I tell you what, that's probably one of those bisons or something. It's a bison. Because they have a hump, don't they? That's got to be a horse. No, a giant deer.
Giant deers. Those baby eye sockets.
Yeah, I could work that one out. Those have got to be elephants. Oh, and that's a camel. A camel without any humps? Because the humps are full of water, aren't they?
Our soul is spitting at you.
Yes. And there's must got to be a baby elephant. Oh, here, that's an E. coli bacteria. Meet E. coli. It sounds like trouble, and some strains do cause food poisoning, but right now there are millions of E. coli living harmlessly in your gut, keeping more dangerous bacteria at bay. So that's what that big thing is up there. I found Jabba the Hutt. That's the one. What's that?
Cycloptic dolphin. It's only got one eye.
Cycloptic bottle-nosed dolphin. There are some legs. It's a dinosaur.
Fragile do not touch. Look.
The fragile do not touchosaurus. Go on then, what was filmed here?
Right, Transformers 4, the last night was filmed here, except it was called Oxford University. So any eagle-eyed people watching who've seen the movie might think, that looks a bit familiar, and you'd be right.
And then they came out in London.
They came out in
They came out the door.
They came out in London, and then they ended up going down to the naval port, which is in Gosport down the road, where they went on to the HMS Alliance, which ended up being a transformer.
And they say that time travel isn't possible. Tell you what, in that scene, they travelled many, many miles in like 2 seconds.
Well, going round a corner. It was
by going round a corner.
Yeah, it was called an Inspector Morse moment.
It was an
where you can
Inspector
drive
Morse
down
moment.
one road and end up
In
the
another.
other side of Oxford.
That's another thing that was filmed here in Oxford, Inspector Morse. Fluorescent minerals in this little dark box. They all glow. How cool is that? These could make awesome night lights in my bedroom. I like that one, it's got spots. They're so cool. That is still my favourite. Love pyrite. Nice bit of fool's gold. $10 million years old. Where did it come from?
Space.
Space.
The final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
Not egg and fries.
Not egg and fries, no. So it wasn't a 5-year mission either.
No.
Damn it, Scotty. Give me more power. Aye, sir.
4.5 billion year old meteorite from the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. As old as the Earth itself. Wow.
Yeah. And it certainly didn't come from your anus.
It did not come from Uranus, although it does look like it could have come from Uranus. Or the bones of a plesiosaur's fin. And the rest of it. The roof's reflecting on the glass.
It's dry tomorrow.
4 wing-shaped flippers that used to fly through the water. Oh, that's cool. Underwater flight was also evolved into other such animals as penguins and turtles, but only with a single pair of flippers. Oh, belemnites. Metamorphic rocks form when rocks that originate under one combination of temperature and pressure are transported by deep burial or plate tectonic activity to a region within the crust of the Earth where conditions are very different. As a result, the minerals that were stable become unstable and are transformed into new mineral phases that are stable under the new conditions. That's pretty. Garnet and quartz. Carboniferous flora. That's so cool. Look at all the patterns. That's like what I do on Play-Doh. Like what I do. God, that's really bad English, isn't it?
It's proper Wiltshire.
Like what I do on Play-Doh. Innit? Looks like a face. Hello. Can Cliffs of Charmouth near Lyme Regis, where we went at Easter, and Mary Anning, who found the world's best preserved plesiosaur, wasn't it? If I remember right. Lots of ammonites. This reminds me a little bit of the Green Man.
Look at that.
This nice big old door. And at the top it says Professor of Experimental Philosophy. Now if that doesn't sound like Harry Potter, I don't know what does. Now this is what I mean when I say pigeons make stupid nests. No wonder I had so many dead pigeon eggs, or dead pigeon babies and broken eggs in the gardens. That is such a ridiculous nest. Did Brendan see this bit? The beehive. He loves bees, doesn't he? That's how they can go in and out.
Very good idea.
Yeah. Who's going to see the Queen first? She'll have a spot on her somewhere. They usually put a little spot on her back. Carpenter bees. Big holes. This reminds me of Ant-Man. Lee. Ant-Man's friends. Ant-Man's friends. If you look really closely, you might find Ant-Man on there. A Congo green mantis. From
Gave birth to a human, it would be the man from a mantis.
The man from a mantis.
Yeah.
There he is.
Patrick Duffy.
A mantis.
He was a man from a mantis.
Was he?
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it. Oh, there's a little blue tip. Can't really see it. It's a stick insect. Hello, stick insects. I used to have pet stick insects. What's in this one? Oh my goodness. A tarantula.
This is big, yeah. I think
Hello, tarantula.
really big tree to be bigger than this
Might interest you in a mealworm lollipop. Or some stewed silk moth larvae. Camouflage and mimicry. Butterflies looking like leaves. Don't like spiders, look away. This one's big. Shield bugs. We get a lot of shield bugs. That red bit is the population of insects compared to the population of other things on the earth. Very pretty gems. Shows you the polished up versions as well.
Now that sort of rock, they carve dolphins. Look.
Oh, watermelon tourmaline, that looks pretty.
Oh yeah. I think they're meant to be jumping out of the water.
So, these are the ones that come down into our garden, because we are very close to the original release site. But they were reintroduced. The red kite is a large, graceful bird of prey that lives mainly by scavenging. In the Middle Ages, it was valued for helping to remove waste from the town, but it was protected by law. Until the 19th century, it was common through much of Britain. And gamekeeping interests developed in the 18th and 19th century. All hooked beak birds were persecuted because gamekeepers assumed they would kill game birds such as partridges and pheasants. The number of red kites declined catastrophically. They last bred in Oxfordshire around 1830, and by 1900 just a few remained in Wales, with none in England or Scotland. Around 1990, a conservation partnership led by the RSPB started to reintroduce red kites to England. Kites from Sweden and Spain were released first at a site near Aston Rowan Nature Reserve, so that's where we're near, in the Chilterns, and the birds bred readily in the wild and have now expanded their range wildly. Although Aston Rowan is still a good place to see them, red kites are now regular visitors over Oxford. If you look up when you leave the museum, you may well see one. Look out for the lazy flight distinctive forked tail. The return of this beautiful bird is one of the great conservation successes of recent years and gives hope that with our help other species can recover. They spend an awful lot of time on our village green and flying over my house and landing in gardens and nicking stuff off your barbecue. Lovely buildings.
Howdy ho! It's the Bodleian Library. That was used in Transformers, I believe, and it was also used in The Golden Compass. With Daniel Craig.
But they got a ceremony on in there today, so you can't go in. Only those with invites. The Science Museum that we were in. Horse, our fascinating story. Step back in time into this Grade 2 listed building dating back to the 16th century. A small characterful property maintaining some original features like the oak beams and panelled walls featured in Inspector Morse, episode 1987. We have also welcomed both Lewis and Hathaway and now continuing with the new series Endeavour. We are proud to have had a scene filmed here with the dear John Hurt and Elijah Wood in the Oxford murders. Our story continues with a fire breaking out in the kitchen of the first floor in the early 1980s, where extensive damage was done. It was here that a witch's broom was discovered hidden in the wall. No one could touch this for fear of superstition. It was just left there and boarded up, and it remains here to this day. We're often asked if the bar is haunted. Our answer is, if it is, then we have a very happy ghost. We believe the happy atmosphere may be caused by a few of the White Horse, Wayland, Smithy and Prospect ales. Step inside and taste for yourself. Should we go in? No? Vespa. Yes.